Welcome back to the Rosy Pears channel. It's I, the Rosy Pear. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going back to some r/writing prompts from LaxNut90. Their writing prompt is, your mission is to write the worst opening to a young adult novel ever. How badly can you make us cringe? And I am already in love with this idea. I just recently started rereading some young adult novels that I read when I was in middle school. And I'm reading through them and I'm thinking, how did I like this stuff? It's so ridiculous. But then I remember young adult novels aren't written to have a factor of entertainment, like to pass the time, as adult novels are. Young adult novels are written to mildly teach you a lesson and spell things out for you, give you the idea of what an imagination you can have. And it's so bad when they start. And a lot of people have given us some amazing cringy openings, and I love them so much. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, let's just skip over my rambling and just get started. Raven Darknessmore awoke to the familiar pain of her dull existence and walked to the mirror. Her sullen orbs admired her dismal appearance. Her hair was black like night. Her face was pale like milk. Her moon-shaped scar hurt from the dreams she had last night. She knew one thing for certain. She could never love a demon. After a boring shower, she trudged downstairs and found her parents murdered. There was a note. It said, "You're next." "Oh my!" Raven exclaimed. She pocketed the note and went to school. History was obnoxious like always, but there was a new transfer student. His chiseled abs gleamed through his school uniform, and his magenta hair glistened like the gaze of Raven's orbs. "Now to talk about our town's old werewolf problem," the history teacher continued. "There is a legend about a special girl." Raven could hardly believe her luck as the muscled transfer student sat next to her. "Hi," he said. "Hey," she replied. "Are you a werewolf?" he asked. "No, why?" "Do you want to be?" "Yes," she exclaimed. This was bad. Raven was not like other girls. She had a boyfriend. A hot vampire boyfriend. And she needed to break up with him before she could start dating Wolfie. She found her soon-to-be ex-boyfriend in the women's locker room. He too had been murdered. "Oh no," Raven exclaimed before she left for another history class. And that's when the dragons invaded. The teacher droned about their town's dull past. Raven was much more interested in the sexy hunk of wolfiness that sat beside her. "So, how did things go with your boyfriend?" Wolfie asked. "All right, I guess," Raven shrugged. "He was murdered." "What happened?" "I don't know," Raven sighed. "But I will not rest until I find his killer." "That's fine." Wolfie gazed into her beautiful orbs. "Because I don't think we'll do much resting tonight." He gazed into his beastly orbs and knew he was the one. It was at that moment the second transfer student arrived. "Hello, everyone." The chiseled boy was even larger than Wolfie and twice as handsome. "My name is Drake, and I am definitely not a dragon." Raven awoke to find her new ex-boyfriend Wolfie murdered. "Oh, no, no!" she shrieked, and then walked to the mirror to admire her plain reflection. Her orbs were very orb-like and glistened like her moon-shaped scar. Raven ate breakfast next to her parents' decomposing corpses and went to school. Can anyone tell me who vanquished the space zombies and the time-traveling squirrels that ruled our town 10 years in the future? The history teacher continued his boring lecture. Marie Antoinette, Samantha answered. She was such a preppy nerd. Correct, the history teacher approved. And she managed to defeat both armies with nothing but a pickled herring. Raven rolled her eyes at the dull lecture. She was far more interested in her new project partner and prospective boyfriend, Drake. His chiseled abs and impeccable jawline were the most beautiful she'd ever seen on a dead person. After all, he had also been murdered. Raven left class and was confronted by a man-sized squirrel in a dark cloak. Hello, Raven. The squirrel held a steel dagger. I am from the internet, and you are wanted for crimes against literature. Raven blushed at the handsome squirrel. Could this be her newest boyfriend? Raven awoke to find her parents alive and the squirrel murdered. Such are the consequences of time travel. She rushed to the mirror and examined her orbs. Her orbs shone like diamonds. Her orbs shone like pearls. Her orbs shone like her dead boyfriend's abs. Raven walked downstairs to find her parents murdered again. She ate a breakfast of wolf and squirrel meat and trudged to school. Everyone in town had been murdered except for the history teacher. Raven sat through another of his boring lectures. And who was responsible for the army of mutant kangaroos, the Centaur conquest of Belgium, and the Vatican space colony on the sun? The dull teacher asked. Marie Antoinette? Raven asked. No, you fool, the teacher boasted. It was me all along. Meaning what? Raven remained bored. I always wanted to be your boyfriend, so when you started dating that vampire kid, I plotted my revenge. Aren't you too old? Raven explained. No, the teacher insisted. I'm a time traveler, so it's totally not creepy. Wow. Raven blushed and admired his cute orbs. Now we must die together, the teacher explained, and end this miserable story once and for all. All right, Raven agreed. They murdered each other, and space zombies inherited the Earth. Now, instead of just reminding you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, I'm going to show you how difficult it was for me to read this story by putting in the things I had to cut out. Because this story was just terrible. It was absolutely wonderful, and I hated every second of it, and oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, here's those for you. Have fun. Raven ate breakfast next to her parents' decomposing corpses and went to school. Oh god. Oh god. Whew. Her orbs were very orb-like and glistened in her like her moon-shaped scar. Hello, Raven. The squirrel held a steel dagger. I am from the internet, and you are wanted for crimes against literature. Oh my god. Oh my god. She soon found her soon-to-be. Her orbs shone like her dead boyfriend's abs. Oh my god. Whew. Her orbs shone like... Oh god, I can't even get through it now. Cool. It's so bad.